Hello friends, Chintamani here. Today we'll be looking at Python. This particular video is part of Python for Beginners series. Just we'll look at what is Python. So Python is a programming language, as we all know. We'll be looking at Python version specific, how to check what version we are running and so on. Right now I'm logged into Red Hat Linux, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, and I'm logged in as cmoney, which is my login ID, and my host name is, so for you it will be obviously different. My host name is Redix. I'll set my prompt accordingly. I like it this way, user ID and @host name and so on. So to start with Python, we'll go the simplest way. We'll say Python minus capital V, which will show you the version. So this is the simplest way to check what is your version. Another way is Python hyphen version. It gives the same Python and then 3.9.18. So this is my current version on this particular Linux system. I am running Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Okay. Now how to start Python? Python is an interpreter as well as compiler. There is always a discussion between that, but let's not go into that. Currently we'll use the Python interpreter here. It will start Python and then it is prompting me to type some command here. If we see carefully, this is GCC here means the C compiler. So originally GCC was GNU C compiler, which was written by Richard Stallman and was used only for C programming language. But later on now it's used for C++, Python, etc. So this particular Python is actually compiled using GCC, which was originally a C compiler but now used widely for other things also. So I am into Python here. So how do I check Python version within Python itself? Okay, so we have something called sys module. So first we have to import the sys module. I'll cover what is import exactly in some other video, but this is like trying to fetch the sys module, which is a built-in module, and then print the version. So if I say this, print sys.version, print is a function. So print sys.version, it prints almost exactly the same what is there at the top, except that it doesn't mention Python. So at the top it mentioned Python. So here it is assumed that you are inside Python, and obviously, so it says 3.9.18. Okay. So this is one way of pulling out the version when you are already logged into Python. Assume that you want to run some command, say a Unix command or something like that. Then you just run the system function. Again, OS here is a module, so I am using os.system and Python -v. So here if you see, it says Python 3.9.18, but this returns only this Python and the version number, and then it also gives a 0. 0 is the exit status. Exit status 0 means it was successful. So those who are used to Unix or Linux, and they would know that there is always an exit status. Exit status 0 means that the previous command or the command which we gave is a success. Otherwise it will give you a non-zero, which means that the command had some error, etc. Okay. Now I assume now I have consumed a lot of space here, number of rows here. So what I will try to do is I will try to clear this. Okay. So I'll run os.system, system again a function there. So I'll run this and try to clear the screen. It has cleared, again exit status 0, which means a success. Okay. So that is one thing when we ran the print sys.version. Another way to do this, I'll put both of them below one another so that we understand. Let me put it again. So one way is to do print sys.version. Another way is to run print sys.version_info. So like this. So here if you see, earlier it says 3.9.18. So here 3 means this one 3.9.18. So here 3 means the major version, 9 is the minor, and 18 is micro. So they have a number dot number dot number, like so major dot minor dot micro, and the release level, like for example here it is final. So usually you will see when you want to download and install, you will see Python stable version. So you should always download and install the latest stable version of Python. Okay, so this is another way of letting us know what is the version. Now sys was one of the modules which we used. Let's try to use another module and try to see the version and how it is different. Okay, so I run this platform.python version. Now platform is another module within Python. Okay, there is a small difference. Sys, as I said, is a built-in function, platform is not, which means that a file called platform.py would be existing somewhere in your on your host now. So on this Linux host there must be some directory structure where it has all the modules. Out of that, one module will be platform.py, and I am importing that and using one of the functions python underscore version and displaying it. So this is actually printing me a clean version. Clean version meaning it is just giving me the version 3.9.18. okay, so that's about Python version. Now there is another way also, in case we want to do some put it in a different way. Then there is something called tuple. Like Python has concept like list, tuples, arrays, etc. So here when I say tuple means it will put it in a list form, not exactly list, it's called tuple, but for simplicity's sake I'll call it as list, but it's actually a tuple. It will give three things separately here, the major, minor and the micro version here. So 3, 9 and 18 separately. So this is about Python version and how to check this. So how this is useful is that whenever you are writing a Python application or a Python program and you want to run it, and probably it will connect to databases, or it will do something on the operating system, or anything, any combination of these. Sometimes you might have to check the Python version which is there on the host. So you have written your code on your own machine and then ported it to a different machine, but it may not have a particular version and few things may not work, etc. So if you want to programmatically check all these versions, etc., obviously you have to use certain things like if condition and so on. In that case this is useful. I'll have a separate video on how to programmatically check these versions and take actions or not to take actions and so on. So this is all about Python versions. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to this channel so that I can have more videos. Please leave a comment for this video if you want to have anything else on this. Thank you very much and see you soon.